Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. We're out here co-creating in nature. I'm honored to be your tarot reader today, Cancer. Thank you for stopping by, spending this energy with me. Get a little cleansing going on. Whatever it is that you feel is blocking you, that feels like a burden, that's just a repeating pattern, go ahead and leave that behind. We'll go ahead and say goodbye. Okay, here we go. We're tuning in for Cancer. This is a tarot reading for Cancer, for the Cancer Collective. We are so grateful for the protection during this act of divination. We ask for any clarity, any symbols or signs for Cancer to align Cancer to their greatest good and to their highest timeline. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Gaian Tarot. Look at that, Two of Cups and the Justice in the reverse. Okay. Something not being fair. I'm hearing it's not fair. Oof, man, this card about to fall out. Let's see what it is. With the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Perfect, Cancer. This is perfect energy that we want to collaborate with here, okay? It's perfect. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get that fire started. Let's go into, let's see. Actually, we'll use this as the heart of the situation. I feel like pulling a Celtic cross, so we're going to go ahead and pull your challenge card. Here is the Six of Cups. There's a connection of feminine sisterhood here, Cancer, as your challenge. Your conscious influence is going to be the Star card. Your unconscious influence is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Let you see these. The past energy, we have the Three of Swords. That's beautiful in the past. And the future, we have the Magician, also in the reverse. Okay. So, powerful cards so far, Cancer. The energy of creation and the recognition and the awareness of your independence and your ability to manifest is here. The awareness of the sad rhetoric that you have. I feel like the reason why all of this energy is in the reverse is because I feel like you're not sure how to feel about it yet, Cancer. I feel like it's trying to say that there's a large part of what you're experiencing that isn't positive, but you're trying to not be negative, is what I'm hearing. Okay, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. This is the stuff of dreams. This is the stuff of pure manifestation. And let's go ahead and pull the, ooh, okay, the Sun card. Okay, let's pull the Staff. Ooh, the Fire. Okay, so we have the Lovers in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles also in the reverse. We have the Canoe. That's going to be, the Canoe is the Chariot. That's Cancer. And then we have the Four of Water as your most likely outcome. Okay, so, okay, let me think. This balance here is something that has been hard won. I'm so proud of you, Cancer. You've had to push through so much fakeness. When I see this, connection. The word sisterhood, or when people call you sister, it might trigger you a little bit. It might make you feel like, who are you to say you're, to call that closeness between us. Whew. Okay. You know what? Sometimes you gotta let it burn. And I'm feeling this heat. I'm feeling this affirmation that's like very, you know, um I feel like you can call it. I'm hearing that. You could call it. Call it the shots. 555 on the clock. Call the shots, Cancer. Just call it out. Just say, this is what is stopping you from embodying this magician energy, Cancer. Now, let's see if I have my book here. I think I might have put it in the bookcase. Okay. Well, let's pull some clarifiers, okay? Because the Chariot as your hopes and your fears here. Your hopes and your fears. There's a mosquito biting me, right? I got this tattoo in such a, in a secret space. It was like, yeah, I was still trying to hide my tattoos then. Um, and my mother's name is Violet Rose, and I got a Violet Rose there, and it's not one of my favorite tattoos. I think there's some, you know, yeah, it's a tattoo. And like a lot of the tattoos that I have, um, they're deeply meaningful, and um, I might be talking to people who have this wound of connection with their own mothers. Motherhood is something for me. Being a mother of a 14-year-old, that kind of connection is so powerful, but it's also a surrendering that everybody is somebody's baby. And I think that's the kind of energy that you understand and that you bring. Okay, so um, with that, I feel like you might have the expectation of everyone also being the adult, or everyone also being able to um, embody that kind of. I'm feeling the Emperor, like I'm feeling that's the Magician, but I'm like it's a very masculine, creative energy. Um, okay. Anyway, sorry. Let me pull some clarifiers here. All right, five of Earth here. Clarify this 5 of Earth for us, please. We're tuning in with Cancer's angels, our ancestors, guides, their higher intuitions. Okay, what do we have for Cancer, please? Thank you. So, King of Wands, right on the Magician. Wow, that's such a okay. So, like I said, it could be a person. Sorry, there's like mosquitoes. It could be a yeah, it could be a man. I'm with this 3 of Earth. Okay, so it's so funny because when you shift yourself around your perspective, when you move around, then you'll be able to see the patterns, and or maybe have a different perspective of what it is that's trying to be seen to you, because I think naturally we settle into that perspective. So maybe if you need to do a headstand in your living room or in your bedroom, or just change your perspective a little bit. Try to see things from a different point of view. It doesn't even have to be in opposition of what you want, because that could cause some friction. But it can just be if you have a disagreement with someone, or something that feels off with another human being or even an animal, you can have a little bit of compassion, and figure out oh, little turtle. um it's like, God, it's so funny because I feel like this story of like lost friends or lost siblings, coming up, and I'm seeing like little families of turtles, and the way that they, I mean, it's not funny. It's just the image is so clear of how we normalize the death of you know, I guess a family, which is like, I guess it is normal in a way to experience loss. And I think maybe that's what you're experiencing with this Three of Swords in the reverse. It's like this loss is, once you begin to really sit with that and understand what it is that you are pushing away. It's like you're holding, instead of doing this, it's like there's this energy that's kind of like this. So, and the Lovers card, let me see. Let's pull more clarifiers. I'm so sorry. That was such a message that came in there. Very specific message for someone. So, um, let's see. Three of Earth and the Lovers. Get a clarifier for the Lovers. The Strength card and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so, Five of Cups. Let's see. Okay, let me use a different deck here. Okay, so we're gonna move to the Guy Tarot. Get a clarifier on the Lovers for Cancer, please. What is the Lovers doing here, or what are the Lovers doing here? What is the Lovers? In your energy, Cancer, it's Gemini energy. What is the Lovers card doing here? Thank you. The Death card. Two majors on top of each other. Can we get another one? Let's get another one, Cancer. Strength again. Strength again, but it was in the reverse. We saw strength earlier. Ten of Cups. So we have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles here. Beautiful. Okay, so 10 on Earth, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Earth. I think it's asking you to feel more into your physical ability to um, invest in emotional, you know, escrow. Like, I feel like there's parts of you that want to be felt and wished for. There's like desire here. So yeah, these are like very solar plexus cards, very strong solar plexus energy. Um, this one too, the Lovers even has yellow, 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 green, yellow and green, a lot of yellow and green. So yeah, let's see what else. Let's pull more clarifiers. I feel so resty right now, Cancer. You're the first person that I'm like, you know what? I feel like I don't look like a feral animal today. Um, But yeah, you're the first person that I felt like, okay, you know what? I feel inspired enough. I feel connected enough that I want to jump in and express this, because the message is pretty clear today. So today, be mindful of how often you judge others. In recognizing why you see others in a negative light, you discover the fears that you need to heal in yourself. Before you can heal others, you first have to heal yourself. Wow, okay. So I don't know if you like work in like a healing, um, and it matches these colors here, and I put it together. So this is like a sisterhood or something. But there's something here in the end that you get to stabilize finally, 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 Cancer, and experience this kind of balance that you deserve. But first, I think there's a question of what gets you going here. What turns you on? Okay? What turns you on? What makes you feel like doing the dance? 60 minutes. So sorry it's taking that long to get this message across, but it does feel kind of like that energy. King of Swords in the reverse. It does kind of feel like that. It feels like, man, I you kind of know what it is. You have an intuition. I don't know why that word's coming out so weird. You have intuitive. There's so many mosquitoes here, and luckily they're leaving me alone. So thank God. Away with you. Away with you. Um. Anyway, Cancer. Let's pull some cards from the Thoughts deck. Because I've been trying to work out my legs. So sore. Okay. We all should be doing push-ups at home. I don't want to project or anything, but like push-ups are really good for you. Okay, sorry. My little tism moments here. Thank you guys for hanging on on my day ones. Alright, so for Cancer, 6 of water. Let's see, what do we need clarification on? Cancer, what are we looking at? Alright, let's look at this Chariot in reverse, right? 17:38 on the clock. Okay. Let's see, what is this Chariot doing here in reverse? Ace of Cups in the reverse. What else, please, for Cancer? For Cancer, please. Thank you, thank you. We got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Princess of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so Strength again coming out in the reverse. And the Ace of Discs with the... Okay, so the Ace and the 4. Okay, so it's like an opportunity that's going to be an offer, financial offer, Cancer, that is going to offer you a lot. It's very powerful. The Ace of Cups has a kind of, what is it? It's overflowing. It's like more than enough, more than enough, more than enough. I think it's a recognition of abundance here, a recognition of you tapping in, which is amazing. Right now, if you don't feel, if you don't feel aligned, there is interference here with the Eight of Swords. So it is in the mental space. That's probably stopping but we have the Death and the Magician card again, so we have the Magician here twice. Cancer. Okay, 19 minutes on the clock. I believe. Let's try to do healing. Oh. Okay, here we go. It's never too late to create a new body. Wow. Even the slightest change in your diet can generate a new body and a fresh mind. Avoid eating anything today that creates conflict in you. Observe how instantly your body manifests a grateful feeling. Wow. Gratitude. Wow. Gratitude is like overflowing from this reading. That's what I feel like this Ace of... Okay, let's go to... Is there any deck that... Let's try this. Oh my gosh. let's pull a final. Ooh, the Knight of Wands falling out here. Let's do one final clarification card for you, Cancer, with the gold foil tarot deck. I was gifted by this by Eclectica Jewel. She's local in Orlando. She is the biggest sweetheart. Okay, let's see. For Cancer, please show me clearly for Cancer. Okay. Cancer, show me clearly for Cancer. Thank you. So the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, I feel like this is the best, the best advice I feel like Spirit is coming through with is to just work hard, work diligent at what you want to create. Be the space, be the change that you want to see. I'm hearing the Lovers is about mirror energy and being very active with that mirror energy. Okay, so with moving with love and compassion. That's what I'm hearing with this. Okay, because you're strong enough to deal with this. Look at that death, the strength. Okay, for Cancer, please. Okay, so we have faith. Loving, then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. Take deep breaths and know that this is right. Faith. Creativity. There are ways of dealing with this situation without giving away your power. Think of creative methods in which you can be heard and maintain your dignity. So this looks like connection, connecting in a more creative way with other people, with other energies in your life. It could just be like with the actual reality in front of you. How have you been connecting? 22:11 on the fucking clock. Cancer, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being on point. Thank you for knowing your shit. Thank you for what you do, the work that you do for the collective. I'm going to go ahead and pull an I Ching, and then I'm going to wrap up this reading. Thank you so much for being here with me, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know at this time? Please show me clearly. Thank you. Okay, 60. Wow. See, look at that Buddha. Oh my gosh. Can't make this up. Can't make this look. That looks so. Okay. Now let's see what that means, because I am not sure. I have yet to memorize the I Ching. But the card actually looks very familiar. Okay, 60s restriction. This sign suggests that you should watch out for extremes of any kind. You will then find the right path by yourself. Otherwise, you will drift like a rudderless vessel in a sea of possibilities and lose yourself in a lack of commitment. The restriction concerns the realm of ideas as well as the material. It calls for insight, discipline, and moderation, but the effort is worthwhile. You overcome bad times without incurring substantial loss and still have your sense of reality in good times. Clear guidelines in help in keeping to the imposed restrictions. You should not be too inflexible, though. You have to understand that restriction is just a means to an end. A restriction in your own nature leads to atrophy, whilst incommensurate restriction of other people triggers off indignation. Okay, so there's a judgment that you're coming free from, of what path or what it is that you think that you should do, and a surrendering in that energy. Um, you're finding a calmness now that you never felt before around other people, Cancer, around what a teacher that everyone is, and what a student you are, and what kind of student you are, and feeling very adept at what it is that you learn. and you're feeling such peace with being a student, not even thinking about in your awakening wanting to be a teacher, because that in the doing, that's what you are. In the being, that's what you are. But I think spirit's asking you to just submit and surrender to the divine teacher within. And that is where all your strength is. I feel like that's what strength in the reverse is trying to say. It's more about where you're finding it. It's an intrinsic strength rather than like a crazy flex of the muscle. And that might be why the magician was in the reverse. It's like, what can you create internally? Three of Swords, reverse, it's like where's your self-worth? Like, do you know, are you fully aware, and can you conceive of that intrinsic value? Because I know you fucking can, Cancer. Period. I don't want to hear anymore. This is like a 26-minute anymore. I mean, fuck, you can tell your sad stories. You can be emo, Cancer. We all can be like that sometimes. But know when you're too emo to open a door, because your hands are like on your face. You can't open the door. So I feel like that's too. I'm like called to pay attention to the hands. Like, where are your hands? Where are you? Are you actively managing something, or are you being very passive about the things that you want, about the things that you are being aware of, the things that you feel? Okay. Anyway, never too late to create a new body, Cancer. This is what I have for you. I feel like the message is very clear here, and you know exactly what you need to know from this reading. The bugs. Thank you, Cancer. Hope you guys have a great day. If you'd like a personal reading or any art commissions, the email is in the description box below.